I'm all fired up.
You should hurry.
Drinks later. Somebody!
Hey, what's
Hey!
the holdup?
Somebody! Hmm? Aloha! Thank you!
Man, my back is killing.
Hey! Totally. Nice going out there.
Hi. Oh.
Thanks.
Okay. Aloha.
Well, I'm starving.
What are we
eat
waiting
it.
for?
That is great.
Cleaned my plate. Thank you.
Damn, Adachi-san. Already at it, huh?
Hey, I figured I'd go ahead and have myself a drink. You know, booze here in Hawaii is not half bad.
Good to know. Glad somebody's enjoying himself. Oh man, I never imagined the two of us kicking back and drinking at a resort like this.
Yeah, I'll say. Better play it cool, unless we want folks to think we're from way out in the sticks. You know, you kind of blend in with the locals. Yeah, actually, maybe you blend in a little too well.
You think so? I guess we're on the same wavelength. I was just thinking, this hairstyle's got a bit of a Hawaiian vibe.
Yeah, I can see it. Maybe I'll get a little makeover myself. After all, what better time to do it?
Oh, what would you even go for? Hey man, I like you just the way you are now. Your style's not half bad, so no need to go changing it.
Oh, yeah? So, I don't have to work on anything at all.
Well, it's kind of comforting when some things never change, and you're my constant, man.
Now get a load of this guy. Hey, you know just how to butter me up, don't you?
But still, what went down back in Ijincho feels like ancient history compared to what we're up to now. Getting fired from Hello Work, getting roasted online. Man, we've been through a lot.
You can say that again. Everything we spent time and effort building up just poof in the blink of an eye.
I really am sorry for getting your agency involved, man. No matter how hard I try, I don't think I could ever make it up to you.
Come on, knock it off. There's nothing you need to apologize for. Anyway, don't worry about the agency. I just wanted to know what it was like, you know, being your own boss.
But you had everything all planned out, like with the company values and stuff. Seemed like you knew what you were doing.
Did I really? I guess you're right.
Yeah?
I wanted to put my experience as a detective to good use. After all, there are some things a civ can do that an officer can't. And preventing crimes before they occur is a field that still has plenty of room to grow. I was planning on working this old body of mine to the bone. Be a little more useful to society, you know?
You finally hit the ground running, too. Heck, you were even ready to take your business to the next level.
Right. I mean, my goal was to develop subsidiaries for consultation and security. But that dream's pretty much dead in the water now. Yeah, anyway. No use crying about it. Figure it's better to put one foot in front of the other and keep on moving along.
I'll lend you a hand when the time comes. You know I'd do anything for you, pal.
How's that so? I guess I should start thinking about my next business venture then. Well, After we clean up the mess over here.
I'm real glad you're here, Adachi-san. When you came running with Namba, I was just so grateful.
Yeah, you're pretty much the only one who ever says that kind of stuff about me. But helping you out makes my day-to-day a little more meaningful. Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Oh yeah? Then tell you what.
What?
We're gonna have each other's backs for the long haul. Even if I'm the only one getting help right now.
Don't sweat it, because I'll cash in and have you pay me back double.
Ha, sure you will.
Ah, that's the stuff. I ever tell you how much I like Hawaiian booze?
Better not drink too much. This ain't Survive, so you're not just gonna add it to your tab.
Nah, I got it covered. Bartender and I are pals now. Isn't that right, barkeep?
Sure. Enjoy the drinks, Adachi.
What the heck? When did you two get so close?
Didn't you know? Blending in at a bar is an essential skill I perfected back when I was with the Force.
You sure are a man of many talents. Must be the years of experience. You gotta teach me some of that.
All right, how about another round then? On me. I'm feeling generous today.
Sweet! Hey, barkeep, hit me with the priciest drink you got.
Whoa! Easy there, Tiger. I'm gonna have to take out a loan, but I'll pay you back once my next venture takes off, yeah?
Actually, barkeep, could you just get us another round of what we're having now?
Hey, Adachi, about that ask you had for me earlier. No good info's been coming in lately.
Oh, is that right? Not surprised, honestly. I wasn't really expecting much.
Don't be so down. I'll ask around some more.
Yo, sup, fellas? What were you two talking about?
Ah, nothing much. Just asking the bartender for a little favor. Hey, thanks again, barkeep. I didn't mean to ask while you were busy, though.
Don't worry about it. Just relax. Enjoy the drinks.
So, what's this about a favor? Or is it something you can't tell me?
Nah, it's no secret. I knew someone who supposedly moved to Hawaii a long time ago, see? I heard they opened a jewelry shop here, so I asked the bartender if he could look into their whereabouts.
Judging by how things went earlier, I'm guessing he couldn't find them?
I don't even know if they did open up shop. Honestly, I've just been grasping at straws.
But even if you didn't ask the bartender, couldn't you just reach out to the person yourself?
Well, the last time we met was 20 years ago.
Oh, gotcha. Let me guess. That acquaintance of yours is one pretty lady?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Is it hard for you to talk about her? Just say the word and I'll lay off.
That's not what you think. Heck, you might even get kind of bored listening to the whole story.
Hey man, we got time. Now you got me curious.
Well, back when I was a cop, she was involved in this one case. A robbery took place at her father's gem shop 20 years ago. She was just a high school student at the time.
A jewel heist, huh? Who were the perps?
Three-man team. We caught him the day after, of course. And recovered the stolen jewels, too.
Wow, damn. Gotta hand it to the Japanese police. I'm guessing you were assigned to that case.
Right. Just one of many investigators.
And now that same girl from way back then has a shop of her own here in Hawaii?
Well, that's what the rumor says. So I figured, since I'm already here in Hawaii, I may as well go check up on her, see how she's doing.
You think she still remembers you?
That, I'm not too sure, and the only way to find out is by meeting her.
Oh yeah? Well, in that case, I'll help you look for her shop. Maybe it was fate you came all the way here to Hawaii.
Nah, don't worry, man. It's fine. Seriously, you're busy enough as it is. And the bartender's already looking into things for me, so I'll be all right on my own.
Well, anyway, good luck finding that shop. You got any leads to make the search any easier?
Oh, only her name. Akiko Manabe. Not many Japanese folks selling jewelry here in Hawaii, so I probably have enough clues to go on.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that said, there's also a chance she did open up shop, but things didn't go so well. And since I don't even know for certain in the first place, I'd rather not get my hopes up. That's why I'll just take my time investigating.
Gotcha. Sounds like a solid plan. All right then, how about a toast? To Akiko-san's success.
Cheers!
Cheers! Yo, sup, Adachi-san?
Hey! Actually, I talked to the bartender earlier.
Huh? Oh, about Akiko-san's shop. You had him check whether or not it's in Hawaii, right?
Yep, that's right. Turns out he couldn't find anything.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. But you don't know for sure, right? It's not like he combed through every grain of sand on the island.
He's talked to a fair share of people, though, so honestly, I've pretty much given up already.
You sure it's not just a bit of bad luck? I don't know, I just feel like it's way too early to give up.
I didn't have anything concrete to work with in the first place. Thinking I'd find her right away with that little info? Rookie mistake.
Haha, then I guess this is where the search really starts. Don't worry, man. I'm sure she's here somewhere.
Now how am I supposed to say no to that?
I'll keep an eye out in town, see if there are any jewelry shops around from now on.
Thanks. But there's something I gotta tell you.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, Akiko-san might consider me as nothing more than a nuisance.
Why is that?
Well, to tell you the truth, 20 years ago, when the shop got robbed, the police could have prevented it entirely.
Prevented it? How?
A few days before the incident, the police received a report claiming suspicious individuals were visiting the shop. The person who filed the report was just a high schooler at the time. Akiko-san.
Oh, dang. But there's not much the police can do when you tell them someone's acting suspicious.
Exactly. Even though she came all the way to the station, they couldn't take her at her word. To them, she was just a kid. As for her parents, well, and their daughter took it so seriously that it felt like they were accompanying her just to humor her.
Oh, so because none of the adults believed her, nobody stopped the robbery from happening.
Well, I learned that Akiko-san had stopped by the station before, when I interviewed her after the incident. She told me that a man would visit the shop multiple days a week but never bought anything. Also said that he'd look around with this hard, intense stare, like he was eyeing everything.
Yeah, that's pretty sketchy. But not sketchy enough for the police to take action, I guess.
And the best we could do is have more personnel patrolling the area, and even then we couldn't keep it up for days on end. So, because the police didn't do jack squat, a group of thieves broke in days later.
And one of them was the guy Akiko-san mentioned?
Yep. He was their ringleader.
Damn.
At the time of the crime, Akiko-san wasn't in the shop, but both her parents were. They ended up bound and gagged. The two of them were lucky to get away with only minor injuries, though the psychological damage took its toll. When all was said and done and the criminals were behind bars, they eventually shut down for good.
Oh man, that's awful.
Akiko-san was pissed the police didn't lift a damn finger. And I don't blame her. She played her best hand, but her folks still ended up in danger.
That's no one's fault. The police aren't all powerful. I mean, you guys did everything you could, right?
This might sound biased, but I honestly don't think there was anything else we could have done at the time. But I can't just look straight into the victim's eyes and say that to her face.
Then you want to meet Akiko-san to apologize for the incident?
I'm not so sure myself. I just want to know if she's all right, more than anything else. If I didn't happen to be in Hawaii, I never would have even considered it.
Guess the only way to find out is to actually meet her.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll try to get in touch with my old contacts from back in the day later. You know, ask him if Akiko-san really does run a shop here in Hawaii, or if someone knows someone familiar with it.
Wait, what? You haven't done that yet?
Well, I wouldn't be able to take it if by some small chance her life was in a shambles. That's why I put off the investigation.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
But you know, after spilling my guts out to you, I feel like I could be a bit more expressive with my feelings from now on.
Glad to hear it. The best way to vent and get it all out of your system is over a few drinks with a pal. Am I right?
Maybe so. Who would have thought?
Yo, Ichiban. You got a minute? I wanted to ask something.
Me? Sure. I'm always down.
And not to get too heavy, but it's about Marie again. Yeah, you remember? You know, after I went to prison, she pretty much vanished from the earth. Figured she never wanted me to look for her. And I'm fine with that, if she's happy somewhere. So I got in touch with some old friends we had, ones I haven't seen since. I asked if any of them had heard from her, know how she's doing.
Holy shit, did you find anything out? Is she okay?
Long story short, yeah, probably. I don't know 100% yet.
Right, you have to see for yourself, don't you?
Yeah, only when I think about that...
It won't exactly be easy seeing her again.
Yeah, in so many words? Yeah.
Tommy.
Marie's friend told me that while I was locked up, she nosedived bad. She'd already quit her job for the baby, but then she lost touch with everyone else in her life. She might have left Hawaii entirely at that point, according to them.
Really? Well, that could be why you didn't find anything when you first looked.
Yeah, but recently someone saw her on a beach here in the city. She's back in the old neighborhood. Apparently, she looks all right from a distance.
Well, what are you gonna do, tell me?
Marie may be back on her feet, but for all I know, she only got there by burying the past. In that case, she could very well want me to stay forgotten.
But, no way! She wouldn't think that.
And there's... you know, what have I done besides lick Yamai's boots since I got out again? If I saw Marie today, what would she think of me? Meanwhile, she could be with a new guy. Hell, she could have a new family by now.
Tommy.
I'm sorry, you didn't sign up for this, did I? What am I supposed to do?
In your imagination, Marie would really never want to think about you again?
Yeah, I mean, why would she? Look, forget it. I shouldn't have brought this shit up. Just, tell me one thing, honestly. What would you do in my place? You're me. Would you really go look her up?
Tommy, there's no other choice, is there? She's back. You have to go find her again.
No, I do have a choice here. And there's a wrong option. If Marie's happiness depends on never seeing my face again, I owe it to her to stay gone.
But the thing is, nothing will ever be certain until you see it with your own eyes. Understand? You're worrying, well, what if she doesn't want to see you? Well, what if she's in trouble and needs help?
I don't know.
If you really can't do it yourself, I can go check up on her for you. Promise, don't let this opportunity pass you by. It'll keep haunting you forever if you do.
Ichiban, man,
Sorry if I was out of line there.
out of line? No, I needed you more than I realized. Thank you. You really helped me.
Cool.
You're right. All I know is that Marie, or someone who looks like her, is in town. Unless I see for myself, everything else is my mind running wild on me.
I hope she's doing well.
So do I. Even if that means she's got no room in her life for me. Yeah, if I can be sure that she's happy, I'll be okay.
You're a hell of a guy, Tommy.
Is it me, or do you sound sad now?
Well, this might undermine my advice, but the truth is, I'm in the lurch too. I proposed to this girl a while back, and she still hasn't given me an answer.
Whoa, you're down worse than I am, and I've been listening to you?
I was afraid you'd say that.
Shit. You need advice from me?
Let me think. Tommy, find Marie first, and then we'll get to my problems.
All right, but man, talk about ending on a sour note.
Yeah, that's why you end chats like this with drinks, not words.
Well said.
Oh, Tommy, you okay? You look kind of upset.
Do I? I guess that's no big surprise.
Hey, do you feel like talking? I'm down to listen.
You can probably imagine what happened. I ended up seeing her.
Okay, so?
Actually happened by accident, kinda. She was just at that same beach, like I'd never seen her before. The rumors were true. She came back to Hawaii only recently. I didn't get close, but it was her, without a doubt.
What? You didn't talk to her?
Couldn't. Marie was there, and her boyfriend was right beside her.
Damn it. How did she look, at least?
From what I could tell, she looked great, and they seemed to be very, very close. They were making that beach a paradise, laughing, kissing, staring at each other.
So, in other words, she looked happy, right?
Well, I mean, when we were together, she seemed happier in other ways, you know?
You know she's safe now, anyway. You weren't sure she was even alive before, right? That's good.
Yeah, I can take some solace in that. I'd never forgive myself if the worst had happened. But, how do I say this? Knowing she's doing so well without me makes it hurt all the more.
I get it. I get how you feel.
You do, right?
Say, couldn't you try getting a bit closer, at least? You don't have to settle for a distant glance.
Yeah, but if she and her boyfriend are doing as great as they seem, I'd really be in the shit. If they catch me following them a few meters behind, Marie will think I've gone totally crazy.
You're not wrong. Okay, time for me to step up and do my part.
Your part?
I'll stroll by the two of them, casual, and I'll feel out the vibes.
You think you could pull that off?
Well, if I just clock them for a few minutes, how hard could it be?
Yeah, sorry, but you couldn't even play it cool enough to get your proposal answered.
Okay, well, back to Marie then. What kind of guy was her boyfriend, anyway?
Probably in his 40s. Clean cut type. Looks like he's got money.
All right. What else?
Yeah, average build, little on the thin side. More brains than brawn. He looked nice.
How did Marie act with him?
She had acted real goddamn happy.
Right.
That's it. You keep going, don't stop. There's gotta be some way this isn't what it seems like.
I never said we're stopping, Tommy, okay? First of all, we have to be absolutely sure.
Huh?
Look, sometimes it's really hard to gauge how a girl's feeling. If I were you, I'd want conclusive proof her happiness is more than skin deep. Any woman can look happy. It's your responsibility to find out if her face is telling the truth.
Ichiban, you're right. What do you think I should do?
You and Marie could just talk to each other. For all you know, she might have come back to Hawaii hoping to find you.
No way. Even I can't get behind that much wishful thinking, man. Besides, I just know I'd say something stupid, make things worse for her. It's not time yet. I'll talk to her. I will, when I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Thanks for listening again, Ichiban. Honestly, I couldn't get through this without you.
Hey, I'm here for you. Listening doesn't cost a thing. We're friends after all.
I still got no idea how to proceed, but Marie-wise. No matter what, I know it can't end like this. And I know something else. I got a good, trustworthy friend who has my back.
How's about we drink to that?
Oh, yeah. You really are an easy guy to talk to, bud. Sheesh. That's it, then.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, sit down. Get a drink. Have I got a story for you?
Oh, do you now? Oh, I might be in the mood for a story.
Well, here it goes. Things move fast, all of a sudden. Don't freak out. You ready for this?
You're really hyping this up.
Marie's boyfriend and I got to talking, like just him and me. He told me about her.
Yeah? How'd you manage that?
Well, first, Marie's friend gave me some information on him after I asked. His name's Kondo, and he's a professor, I guess. Marine bullshit. Ocean stuff. Guy rakes it in, apparently. He's like some top fish guy. Been on TV and everything.
Whoa, that's pretty impressive, huh?
You think so? I don't know, man. You can't tell someone's character from some fancy title.
Sure, fair enough.
So, I waited. Kondo's a busy man, but I got him alone, started to chat. Get this. I used a fake name. Apparently, he's new to Hawaii, so I offered to show him around.
How the hell'd you manage all this?
I had to do it, for Marie's sake. I owe it to her to see what type of guy he is.
All right, so you pretended to be a stranger, spoke to Kondo, and gave him a tour of the city?
He had no goddamn idea. I said I'd buy him a drink, and he came along without a second thought.
That's nice work, Tommy. You played it cool.
Right? I mean, drinking with Maria's new boyfriend was kind of sickening, but yeah, I managed.
Well, I'm sure it was worth it. So what happened? Kondo give you anything useful?
Yeah, I told him I went to the same college Marie did, and that my name's Thomas. I mentioned the place real casually, so he goes, "Oh, that's my girlfriend's old alma mater."
Oh, I get it. So he made Marie the subject of the conversation.
Yup, Kondo said he met Marie in a bad place, just after she left Hawaii. She was working some touristy jobs before she became his research assistant. I mean, actually, Marie always did have a thing for the ocean. I guess Yeah, doesn't make sense, huh? So, one thing leads to another, and Kondo falls for her. They dated for a year, and then they got engaged.
Okay,
End of the day, I couldn't find a single flaw to exploit in the guy. I'll say this much, though. For some pointy-headed professor, he's a fucking doofus. If I had uncovered some nasty flaw, I might not have been able to stop myself from kicking his ass.
hey, come on, don't say that.
You know, right? Because I realized that I hurt Kondo, the one I'm really hurting is Marie. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I'm an ex-con. Nothing but Yamai's goon until just recently. Society is never gonna look at Kondo and me in the same way. Seems like my only option is to back down. Hope for Marie's happiness from afar.
From afar, she might be hard to avoid. You're sharing the same city.
Yeah, that brings me to the twist.
Huh?
In just a few days, they're leaving Hawaii. For good this time. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll never see Marie again after that.
Oh, shit.
Kondo says Marie confided in her. According to her, she has too many bad memories haunting her here. And Kondo's such a moron, he doesn't even know what she's talking about. Marie's chance of a happy life here died with us. She couldn't even bear to say goodbye to me. Fuck it all then. If she needs to forget me, let her. If that's what it takes for her to find peace. End of the road. So concludes the tale of me and Marie.
Tommy, if you need to let it out, you should.
And stop. I'm not gonna cry in the bar. I got some dignity.
I know. Don't worry. It's all good.
Appreciate you hearing me out like always. I'll get my shit together, I promise. Till Marie leaves Hawaii again, I've just gotta make sure I'm out of sight.
Oh, yeah. I guess so, huh?
Worst comes to worst, I'll pull a fake name again. Good old Thomas. Innocent drinking buddy.
Sheesh, that'd be one hell of a dance. I'd never be able to keep a straight face in your position.
I'd like to see you try.
One more toast, Tommy. To Marie's happiness, wherever it takes her.
How can I possibly say no to that? Go where you have to, Marie. Leave the memories behind. I'll be happy for you.
Yo, Tommy!
Hey!
Drinking alone again? Can I scooch in?
Absolutely. I was hoping you'd swing by.
Anything new going on?
Nah. I've avoided Marie and Kondo completely since the last time we spoke.
So it goes.
Thomas? Hey, Thomas! It's me!
Oh? Thomas who?
Oh, shit, that's Kondo.
Kondo? Marie's Kondo?
Listen, Ichiban, he only knows me as Thomas. Gotta back me up.
Yeah, sure.
Thomas! Fancy meeting you here. I was just passing by and saw you through the window. Pardon me, are you together?
We sure are! I'm Thomas's friend, Kasuga!
Kondo, nice to meet you. Thomas and I had a drink together the other day. Oh, which reminds me, Thomas, it must be my turn to treat you now, mustn't it?
Shall I take another drink order? Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas! Is he buying?
I'm happy to cover you both, Thomas.
Stop saying Thomas, everyone, please. Sorry, Kondo-san. I'm busy right now. Some other time, yeah?
Oh, well, that's fine. Why don't you give me your number? I told you before, I'm sure Marie would love to meet you. She was beside herself when I explained how this kind stranger showed me around town.
Oh, that sounds great. No, but my number's,
Have I offended you somehow, Thomas? I certainly didn't mean to.
Actually, Kondo, could we talk outside for a minute?
Oh, what for?
This bar is lousy with eavesdroppers, you know?
Yeah, nosy types.
Excuse me. Watch your step, young man.
Huh? Fuck you say to me?
Whoa, easy, easy. My friend Kondo is very sorry. That's what he meant.
What? You saw Thomas? They strode right into me. In fact, it seemed rather deliberate. Next thing you know, they'll be shaking us down.
Hey, buddy. No need to cause more trouble, right?
Just, stand back. Might shock you, but I'm a black belt in karate. Yeah!
What are you doing? Man, aren't you getting married soon? Don't get caught up in this. You want Marie to suffer through that again?
Again? What's this again?
Cuz, all three of you need to shut the hell up. And this guy needs to apologize. Let's get that wallet out, jerk off. My patience is only getting more expensive.
We got it, okay? 1 second, just stay cool.
I refuse, Thomas. These thugs have no right to anything of mine.
I'm about to take your head off too, bruh.
Just listen to him, Kondo-san. Tomi's only trying to help you out.
Huh? Tomi?
That's not what I said. Look, just let us handle this, okay? You stay back.
Yo, dumbass! I'm that karate jerk-off's boss, got it? You come settle up with me.
Thomas!
Clear out of here, Kondo, and don't come find me again.
This is my quarrel, not yours.
Tell Marie that Thomas wishes her well, all right?
We got it all from here. Stay safe, Kondo-san.
No more jowling, assholes. Time to make you bleed.
I'll put you through the ringer.
Let's do it! Gotta hold it together.
Look at you. Hey.
Brace yourself.
Oh, we'll see, I guess.
Feeling
Let's
better.
get it done.
Not an enemy in
That's our
sight.
stuff.
Oh, I kind of feel bad it came to this.
Hey, dummies, quit running that scam. We'll always be around to kick your ass. And karate jerk-off never sees any of you again. You got it? Is that clear? Kondo-san, god damn it. How many times do I have to tell you to get lost, man?
Thomas?
I'm not whoever it is you think I am. Just small-time ex-Yakuza, okay? Why don't we move on from each other's lives? It'll be better for us both.
But
But nothing! This is the last thing I'm ever gonna say to you.
Huh?
Okay, Kondo-san. From now on, every stupid risk you take comes back to Marie. So like just now, getting into some needless fight, all it'll do is cause her pain. So maybe you get seriously injured. Or they do. Maybe the police come and smash your whole life to bits. You are lucky enough not to be living for yourself anymore. You have someone by your side. So, please?
All right. I understand.
Thank you. Another day, another mess I drag you into, Ichiban. Sorry.
No sweat.
You know, Marie is everything to me. Same as she was to you, I reckon. Although, until now, I couldn't have known how sincere your feelings were, Thomas. Or, well, Tomizawa-san.
What'd you call him?
What the hell's going on?
I hired these young men before coming. Our little accident and our heated exchange arranged in advance. Thank you, boys. Meet me where we said earlier, and you'll receive full compensation.
Sure thing, Mr. Kondo. Whew. These guys were no joke, though.
Kondo, I don't understand.
I'm truly sorry. This was all a sort of test, Tomizawa-san. Do you recall the circumstances of our first meeting? Your offer to help me when I was lost?
Yeah?
What you mistook as an opportunity to assist me of your own volition was simply a performance. Because, in fact, by that time I already knew of you. Marie's former partner, falsely imprisoned in a random act of injustice.
You're kidding!
Marie told me Hawaii was home to one profound regret. Of course, that's none other than you, Tomizawa-san. She didn't want to leave without saying goodbye.
So, Marie knows that I talked to you?
Yes. I couldn't very well deny her request to see you again before our departure. However, your underworld connections, that Yamai fellow in particular, was worrying to me. Quite a pickle. My dear Marie deserves to see whomever she likes. Yet I feared that she'd expose herself to danger in doing so.
And so you decided to play us like chumps? 'Cause Tomi needed his metal tested?
Yes. I can only hope you'll forgive me. Understand, Marie's safety was in question.
I guess I got no real leg to stand on here. Well, I was lying to you, too.
So, Kondo-san, what's your verdict on Tomi after all that?
Tomizawa-san, I realize, has no reason in the world to care for me. Let us not mince words. He is still in love with my fiancée. Despite that, however, he was willing to shield me from violence at a cost of his own well-being. For Marie's sake, anyway. Again, Tomizawa-san, I ask that you forgive my part in this farce. You are a respectable man.
Who's that?
Marie?
Mind if we give him a few, Kondo-san?
Yo, still hanging out, Ichiban?
Yeah. So, Marie will be able to leave without any regrets now?
I think so. Kondo's not as much of a doofus as he seems. She said in so many words.
That's good.
And she's happy. I could tell. That's the best I can ask for.
Guess so.
I owe you a lot, Ichiban. And once again, you have seen my ass through hell.
What's that mean?
And before I met you, leaving Yamai's outfit was just a dream. And I never would have seen her again. My last chance would have slipped right by.
I didn't do that much.
There's nothing I can say to express how grateful I am. So just drink all you want. It's on me.
Problem is, I know your financial situation too well. How about one good drink to celebrate?
If you insist.
Bartender, hear that? I'll take a glass of your finest.
I see. Coming right up.
That okay, Tomi?
Of course it is. You worried about me? Hey, Tap Jock, I'll have the say.
Oh, you're damn stubborn.
Times like this are when good drinks are worth it. Seriously. Thank you, Ichiban. You've changed my life for the better.
Cheers! Yo, Chichan!
Hey, I already started drinking without you.
Yeah, I can see that. Mind if I join you?
Sure, go for it.
Oh, yeah. The last time it was just the two of us drinking, there was a little incident. Let's just say it left me in a real bad spot.
Right. You got drugged and tossed out in public. Buck naked. Maybe you ought to be more careful, just so it doesn't happen again.
Man, that feels like forever ago. A lot sure changed, huh? When I first came to Hawaii, I didn't know a single soul. But now it's like, I've got the whole gang here.
Well, goes to show you're a real popular guy. You always end up making friends left and right. You make it look so easy. Is it really?
Personally, I think I've got way more enemies.
Yeah, fair. The two of us sitting like this actually reminds me of the time I drank with my dad.
Your dad? Oh, you mean the head of the Fujinomiya family?
Well, everyone calls him the chairman. He's surrounded by associates at all times. But his real family? Well, we're just for show.
For real? What the actual heck?
If you're representing the great Fujinomiya group, then you gotta be the perfect dad, adored by all, and especially by your family. We're just accessories to help sell that image. Whenever we take a family photo, there'd be an entire camera crew. Felt like we were posing for a company commercial.
I'm guessing you don't exactly like your dad.
Yep, just about. Can't say we've got a healthy relationship.
Did you drink with your dad a lot?
Huh?
You said this reminded you of that earlier, didn't you?
Oh, guess I did. I only ever drank with him once, though, just before I came here. Didn't even have fun either. Drinking alone with your parent is just awkward.
I wouldn't know. I never had a chance to drink with either of mine.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you guys even talk about then?
What was it again? Stuff about how much our company's stocks were worth? He went on about restructuring, about what sucked, and about making cuts. Maybe that's all he could think about, so that was the only way he could pass the time.
Okay then, but why were you two drinking together in the first place?
My dad invited me out. We didn't know how long I'd be in Hawaii at the time. Since we wouldn't be seeing each other for a while, maybe he wanted to give parenting a shot. Even if it was just a formality.
You don't have to be so negative about everything, you know?
You know, I'm kinda jealous of you, Ichiban.
Of who now?
'Cause, like, you love your parents so much. You even came all the way to Hawaii to meet one of them. I don't think I could ever see my parents that way. It's a personal problem, though.
It's not too late to start improving your relationship now. He's still around, right?
Yeah, true. Can't be much different than this. You guys are around the same age, so...
What? No way. Really? How old is your dad, Chichan?
A little older than 50?
Oh, guess you're right. Well, I'm almost pushing 50 now.
Having a drink with you is kind of relaxing, Ichiban.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm having a great time too. So don't go drugging me again, all right?
Sorry, but what was that again? I can't keep track of every little incident.
Exactly what a big shot would say. Hey there, Chi-chan.
Hey, you down to drink?
Sure, happy to join you.
Back in Japan, you'd never see me drinking alone with a guy. Now, here we are.
No lie, that's kind of surprising. Things changed when you got here?
Well, the first time we met, it was just us at Akane-san's place, right? After that, it was Dwight.
Dwight? As in Barracuda Dwight?
Do you know any other Dwight?
Oh, right. You tried to make your way into District 5. Kinda reckless to go about it alone, and in a rough place like that, too.
Hey, I might be the sheltered daughter of the Fujinomiya family, but I was trained in self-defense, you know. I had a great instructor. That's why I figured I could look after myself back there.
An instructor?
Yeah, Tenda-san. I call him my Gramps, though. He's been there for me ever since I was born.
What kind of self-defense did you learn from your Gramps?
I don't know. He taught me a bunch of different things. I think he tailored the lessons himself to work best for me. He made sure I could incorporate different dance techniques I learned, like from ballet and stuff.
Wow. Well, after hearing all that, it's clear you're real high class.
My parents basically left our upbringing in the hands of other people. Most everything I know, I learned from them. Tenda-san's here in Hawaii, actually. Came with me as a chaperone, sorta.
Wait, then isn't he worrying himself sick over you right now?
Yeah, probably. When I first got to Hawaii, I met him from time to time. But nowadays, I've been telling him I'm too busy, and that he's got nothing to worry about.
Bet that made him worry even more.
I do send him updates, though. Like, I'll shoot him a message saying everything's okay.
Well, if he found out about how you've been kicking ass with us this whole time, he'd definitely flip. How old is this guy, anyway?
77.
Well, you sure answered that pretty quick.
Only 'cause I just sent him a birthday present. I'm always giving him a hard time, so I figured I ought to gift him a little something. Here, have a look. This is Tenda-san.
Oh man, I pictured him looking a little scarier since he's your self-defense instructor and all.
You can teach children without scaring them. Look at me and him. Exhibit A.
Gotcha.
He used to travel all over Japan to train. Don't know if it's true or not, but when he was in Hokkaido, he once sent a bear flying.
Sounds like a tall tale to me, but either way, he sounds like a riot.
My dad and the other servants are always trying to act cool, but he was different. He was the only one who'd tell funny jokes and the only one who'd smile and forgive me if I ever did something stupid.
Sounds like he means a lot to you.
Yeah, he does. I'm sure if you guys met Gramps, you'd get along great. He's real humble, especially around people younger than him. He's always super calm and willing to help out in any way. And, because of that, the poor man was pressured into being my chaperone. I wonder how he's doing right now. At the very least, I hope he's enjoying his stay in Hawaii.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'd meet up with him if I could, but I don't want my whole family up in my business. I plan on treating him again for his 78th. I'll be sure to get him an even better gift then.
Yeah? What'd you get him for his 77th?
A smartwatch.
Oh, that thing you wear around your wrist, right? And it'll measure your pulse and blood pressure?
It'll even send alerts if it detects any irregularities with your heart.
Pretty smart of you. Bet that makes a great gift for the elderly.
It's even got GPS, so I don't have to keep worrying about him.
Say what?
If he tries to spy and sneak up on me, I'll find out right away.
That's a little cruel, ain't it? I feel bad for the old man.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, am I bugging you, Chichan?
Oh, nah, of course not. It's just,
What's up?
well, Gramps tried to get in touch with me just now. Saying, I'm sure you're busy, but do you think we could still meet?
Right, the butler who works for your family.
Ever since I joined you guys, I haven't gone to visit him in a long time.
He must be real worried about you, Chichan.
Yeah, no kidding. You know what else he said? I believe Milady is hiding something from me. All I've told him was that I'm just enjoying my time abroad like a typical exchange student.
I mean, you gotta hand it to the old man. His intuition's pretty sharp.
Yep. My instructor's gotta be the best of the best.
Well, why don't you go visit him once? Just so you can see you're doing okay.
But if I do, he'll probably figure me out. You said it yourself, he's pretty sharp. And if he picks up that something's off, he's gonna have to report it to my family. Basically, nothing good will come from me seeing Gramps right now.
Why don't we just have him join our party? If we laid it all out in the open for him, maybe he'll become our ally. Then we can ask him to keep this a secret from the Fujinomias.
Yeah, no. I doubt that'll work out. Gramps is really loyal. I mean, he's stuck by my dad for years.
You sure you want to leave him hanging like this? Wouldn't he try to look for you himself?
I think I'll be fine. He's old and only just started using a smartphone. He doesn't know anyone else in Hawaii, so he'd have a hard time trying to track me down on his own. But all that just means I'm free to do as I please now.
He's reached a ripe old age. Actually, that doesn't make it any better, huh? In fact, he's probably even more lonely.
He probably is, but I want to keep going like this just a bit longer.
Why don't you try sending him something different from usual then?
I don't follow.
You guys have only been sending texts, right? Maybe you could add a video or a picture. Change it up.
Okay, then what do you suggest?
I could always send him a selfie with the two of us. Tell him that you're safe because you're with me.
That kinda sounds like I'm showing off my boyfriend.
Huh? Did it come off that way?
Didn't it? No? Just me?
Well, even if you don't want to meet him, it probably couldn't hurt to show him at least something.
Yeah, guess you're right. I'll sleep on it. It's kind of funny in a way. My parents never gave a shit about me. Gramps was the only one who cared.
Well... Not all family are bound by blood, you know? Hearing you talk about your Gramps reminded me of that. I wasn't related to the man who raised me, Jiro Kasuga. He ran a soap land back in Kamurocho. But we definitely had that parent-child bond, you know? At least I thought so.
Ichiban.
If there's even just one person out there who gave a shit about you, then wouldn't that make them family?
Yeah, guess so. Thanks, Ichiban.
What for?
I don't know if Gramps considers me family, but he's definitely important to me. He does deserve more than a wall of text, though. Maybe I'll give him a call from time to time.
That's not a bad idea.
Your suggestion's not so bad either. I think I will send him something a bit more real.
Glad to hear it. That alone makes this all worthwhile.
Thanks for the life lesson today.
Yo, Chichan. Something the matter?
Oh, hey. Did you hear everything?
Nah, didn't hear a thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I was on the phone with Gramps, and apparently he heard a pretty disturbing rumor.
Don't tell me it was about you.
Yep. It's kinda old news now, but word got out that I got into District 5 by stealing someone's passport. I guess it's not so much a rumor, you know, since it's true.
Someone's passport, you say? You mean mine?
It doesn't really matter whose. Anyway, he heard about how I was looking for the Barracuda's hideout.
But that stuff's all water under the bridge now. Can't you just tell him it was someone else?
I did. But Gramps is still distraught because the young lady in the rumor sounds just like me. And now he won't believe a single word I say.
Wait, hold up. How did your Gramps even hear about these rumors? I thought he didn't know anyone here in Hawaii.
I probably underestimated him on that front. He's so polite. He can strike up a conversation with just about anyone. Before I knew it, he made himself a friend. Said Jeff told him all about the rumors.
Wait, Jeff? As in taco guy Jeff? The one selling stolen goods?
Yep, the very same. Gramps loved his tacos so much he's been getting them for lunch. Even though he knows that Jeff is kinda shady, he still enjoys talking to him.
Well, damn. A former martial artist, a Fujinomiya butler, and a smooth talker at his age.
I honestly didn't see this coming. Gramps is actually driving me into a corner.
We could try bringing him to our side. A former martial artist would make a great ally.
Get real. He's not at the age to be doing this kind of stuff. I mean, he's 77.
Yeah, true. I just figured if he was one of us, he'd keep your secrets all hush-hush.
Well, I doubt he's gonna find me anytime soon, so I'm trying not to panic right now.
Huh? Wait a sec. Are you worried he'll wind up in danger somehow?
What do you mean?
I mean, your Gramps heard that you went to District 5, right? But since you're not fessing up, what do you think he'll do next?
I don't know.
I'd make my way to District 5 so I could get to the bottom of this.
What?
And once I got my hands on some proof, I'd ask you to tell me the truth.
But there's no way Gramps could just wander into a place like that. You've gotta steal a passport, or find some dirty cop willing to get you in.
Right, but your Gramps wouldn't know about any of that. He's just gonna try his damnedest to trace your steps. And if there's some barracudas hanging around, I don't know if he'll come out entirely unscathed.
Yeah, for sure. Well, crap. I better try calling him back. I have to tell him that if he's thinking about heading to District 5, don't.
Probably best to keep an eye on him right now. It'd be pretty hard to do that 24/7, though.
Yeah, no kidding. God, at this rate, I don't even know who's watching over who.
I feel you.
I do feel bad about making Gramps worry so much, though.
Sounding real inspiring today, Chi-chan.
Maybe because I am. Never thought there'd be a day where I'm the one worrying about him. All of that just made me realize how much time has passed.
You better remember this feeling. Because in times like this, a good drink really hits the spot.
Didn't know that. Guess I'll have to give it a try.
For sure.
Come on and sing something!
Welcome. Welcome. Hmm? Ha.
Wow. Aloha! Hello!
Hey, hey.
Something the matter?
Hey!
What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, yeah! Feeling groovy. Yo.
Hmm?
Damn it.
Nice! We're in this together! Let's get stronger together!
By decree of earth and sea, I am bound to follow thee.
Alright, jackpot! Nice! Today's my lucky day.
Aloha!
Well, I'm starving.
Oh,
What are we
eat it.
waiting for?
Whoa, what's going on here? This table's full of tomatoes. Look, tomato brioche, bouillabaisse, even the risotto hasn't been spared.
Now that you mention it, you're right. And isn't tomato jam kind of rare? Never had it before now.
Oh, it's the best! And with cheese? Forget about anything else.
Well, I thought tomato and cheese was exclusive to pizza. But I guess it makes sense they'd match up well elsewhere.
Man, it's also sweet and tangy. Hard to even describe. I'm not even a fan of tomatoes, but this is something else. I could eat this non-stop.
Huh. You look like you'd be a tomato lover, though.
And that means what, exactly?
Hey, I just thought of something. Making jam out of foods you don't like might make them easier to enjoy.
You know, now that you mention it, Namba did tell me he hates dried mackerel. Maybe he'd enjoy it more in a spread or a dip.
What, are we applying demon fusion logic to food now?
That is great.
Cleaned my plate. Thank you. Aloha. Thank you.
Hello!
Yo.
We're in full swing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Huh?
Hey, lady, where are we headed? The sun's going down. Whatever then. I'll just sit here. Could use the shut-eye.
We're here.
We are?
Excuse me, what do you mean we're here?
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean, lady. Oh, bursting for a piss, too.
Don't you dare pee in my boat. Right there. See it?
That a cruiser? Here it comes.
Listen.
Huh? Okay.
Right now, we're short on faith, but shorter on time. Trusting you is a gamble. For your sake, don't let me regret it.
I'm not sure I get you. But when someone bets big on me, I pay off.
Hope so.
Hey, how about you talk straight with us?
Best place to hide a tree's the forest. Here, we've got something better. We keep precious cargo at sea.
Huh? No kidding.
Lonnie?
Akane-san?
I suppose I should say hello. Ichiban Kasuga-san.
Now it makes sense. Hiding out on the ocean. Bryce was scouring the city, but they were never there. And you were the old woman's contact this whole time.
You watch your tongue talking about her. When she was a Palikana volunteer, she did a lot of good for people. You don't want to find out how far I'd go to protect her.
So this is who Bryce is tearing up the island for?
It's okay. Introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lonnie.
My name's Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga. It's nice to meet you too, Lonnie.
Thank you very much.
Which means you're Akane-san, aren't you?
That's right. Akane Kishida. I appreciate all you've been through. Just for my and Lonnie's sake. I'm very sorry.
Hey, everything we did was our choice.
Yeah, you got nothing to be sorry for. Besides, you're Kasuga's mother, aren't you? We'd have followed you into hell itself. Your boy here knows how to inspire folks.
I'm so very sorry. How troublesome must it be to have an old woman interrupt your life, claiming to be your mother?
To be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. I'm not really sure how to process all of this stuff.
Don't worry. That's a very normal response. Sawashiro-san knew that I was being selfish, reaching out to you. I had to beg him before he'd do it. Still, thank you for finding me. It's good to meet you.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. Akane-san, it is okay to call you that, right?
Of course it is.
There's a lot we should probably talk about. But right now, your safety is top priority.
Yeah, now that we're back on land, who knows when Bryce might sniff us out.
Say, Lonnie, have you ever been to Japan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Akane-san's gonna take you there, all right? It's colder than it is here, but the food's great.
if we go there, Akane will be safe?
Yeah! Akane-san can rest easy, and you won't have to hide anymore.
It's true. Japan's a nice place.
Okay. Then, let's go.
All right, we should get moving. Thankfully, the Daidoji faction's here. They've got a lot of pull back home.
Daidoji?
Yeah, they can get you and Akane-san to Japan in a snap. That sound okay to you, Akane-san?
Mm-hmm. Kyo-san and I knew that we could only keep hiding for so long. We'll put our faith in you from here on.
Kyo-san? Great name. It suits you. Sorry, we probably should have asked.
Don't wear it out.
All right, I'm gonna make the call. Hold on a second.
Hanawa?
Yeah, he said he could arrange a flight out for us. Let's hope these guys are as good as their word.
Chitose, everything good?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah, make sure it's ready. We'll bring them by soon.
Hanawa's place is kind of far from here. Think you could get us a ride? The Daidoji safe house is the best spot for Akane-san and Lani right now.
I can get you something sturdy, bulletproof. Driver to go with it too.
Just say the word. You may not know this, but I was a hell of a getaway driver back in the day.
You may not know this, but I'm a former cop.
How about that? Guess we'll just leave the past in the past for now.
Don't mind if we do.
Okay. Say, Akane-san, mind if I ask something? These people, why are they after the two of you?
It's this. It's what Lonnie's carrying.
Huh?
Lonnie, would you show him? It's okay. Kasuka-san's someone you can trust.
A pendant? That's Polycana's insignia.
It is.
I've seen this before somewhere. Oh! Before! Bryce was wearing one that looked like that. Callan and Dana and the other Polycana followers, they all dressed pretty similar, but none of them had a pendant quite like this. No wonder it stood out at the time.
This one's unique. It's the sage of Polycana's birthright. It's been passed down through generations since the Order was founded. A sacred relic. Truly one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh? But that would mean...
Right. Therein lies the problem. You see, I met Lonnie only recently. About 2 weeks ago now, I think. It was late. Close to midnight, best as I recall. The rest of the orphanage staff had gone. The children were all asleep. I'd been catching up on paperwork, staying overtime.
Staying until midnight? I guess you had a lot of responsibility as director.
Thanks for saying so, but it's a rewarding job. Anyway, it was around then I heard a knock on the door. And there she was. Lonnie. In all my time at the orphanage, no one had ever come to us like that. Alone. In the middle of the night.
Lonnie, what brought you to Akane-san's place?
I never had a mom or dad. I grew up with my grandma. But then, Grandma got sick. She went to the hospital. They told us she wouldn't get better.
I'm really sorry.
Grandma said if she had to leave me, she needed to make sure I'd be okay. She gave me this pendant and a letter, and said that in Honolulu, there's a Polycana orphanage I should go to.
What was in the letter?
It's less of a letter, more of a will, but not from Lonnie's grandmother. It's 70 years old, written by Polycana's sage at the time.
Now that's pretty fucking interesting.
What does it say, Akane-san?
I've memorized every word of it. If, in the event of my death, Bryce Fairchild is named Sage of Polycana, his claim must be deemed illegitimate and falsely gained. The rightful sage, as elected by our officers, shall be born only of the Mililani family. To this true successor, I bequeath our most precious heraldry. The Mililani family has one living heir. Lonnie. When she brought that to me, I could scarcely believe it was authentic.
Yeah, I'm sure. The whole time, Bryce must have seemed like a righteous leader. You couldn't have known he was hiding anything.
That's why I fell into his trap. I called Bryce to ask him about it.
You did what came naturally. That letter was way too much to handle on your own. It would have been standard procedure to inform Bryce, I'm sure.
Thank you. But standard or not, it was the worst move I could have made. I got Lonnie something to eat and called Bryce's number. Despite how late it was, Bryce immediately said he'd come over. That was when I started feeling like something was wrong. Bryce got there, acting like usual. Then he saw the pendant and the will. Before I knew it, Lonnie had a gun pointed at her. All I could do was take her hand and run away. But Bryce's men were already after us. We were being hunted. Everyone in Polycana I used to trust turned on us. But somehow, we got to Night Square, where Kyo-san was willing to give us shelter.
You were in my turf from the very start, and I never found you. Ugh, I'll never live this shit down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Since you and Bryce are enemies, it meant Night Square was safe for them. Wait, didn't Dana say that Akane-san left a letter behind?
With all his resources, I bet the Sage has a forger on payroll.
I guess so. That means the police who gave up looking are probably with Bryce, too. Anyway, if he was ready to kill a little girl just like that, this is the real deal. That night, did he come alone? Maybe he didn't want his people learning the truth. Now every gang in Hawaii is trying to cover it up. By now, he must be desperate. Hey, Akane-san, what did the will mean about him being illegitimate?
From what I understand, the last sage was killed in a robbery, along with his wife. Bryce claims that the sage entrusted his pendant to him as he was dying. If falsely gained means what I think it might.
Then Bryce might have been behind that robbery, huh? Seems like the last sage saw Bryce for what he was, according to the will. In that case, this pendant's the real thing. And Bryce's must be.
Most likely, a fake. The last sage could have sensed something amiss and switched pendants in advance.
Probably, considering what he wrote down. Now it makes sense. Bryce would do anything to keep that secret. So this Mililani family, what happened?
They must have known the danger they'd face challenging him. Even after so long. Bryce is crazed when it comes to maintaining power.
Seems that way.
And so, the Mililani family abandoned Palikana for their own safety. Lonnie's grandmother had no ties to them. I doubt she even fully knew the pendant's true worth. She may have only thought Palikana would look after Lonnie if she had it in her possession, never realizing the danger it put her in.
This means Lonnie is the real Sage of Palikana, doesn't it?
A child shouldn't have to bear that kind of burden. Palikana has gone this long without her. There's no good reason to involve her now.
You're right. It's all gonna be okay, Lonnie. Sit tight. Let the grown-ups protect you.
The grown-ups. It's really been 45 years. You're older now than Masumi-san was the last time I saw him.
You should have seen me in my prime. Sorry you couldn't.
I should say the same thing to you, but I've always wanted to hold you again. And now, you're much too big for me to pick up.
Yeah, don't want to hurt your back. The thing is, Akane-san, I know you best as the woman Arakawa-san told me about. How you carried a newborn out of the hospital, doing everything you could to protect it? I mean, that's just amazing.
There was nothing amazing about it. All I did was run for my life. And when I stowed that baby away, I had given up on everything.
Akane-san, look what you're doing right now.
Running with a child. So I am. Some people never learn, do we?
You know, Arakawa-san said to me that of all the women over the years, there was only one. Even if I've only just met you, I can tell why.
Thank you for that.
Eyes on the damn road.
Of course. I'll deliver you safely. I swear on my life, boss.
Right here's good. The Daidoji safe house is just up there.
Hold back a second. Tetsu.
All quiet. Nobody in sight.
Saji.
Everything looks okay, boss.
Coast is clear. That's all I've got for you.
I appreciate this, Yamai.
It's usually too late for men like us to do right by the people we came from.
It's us. Kasuga and everyone.
I've arranged for a private jet. We're preparing for takeoff now. Another 30 minutes or so. Feel free to rest in the meantime.
Oh, that's posh. Perks of being an evil enterprise, huh?
Oh, hardly evil. We simply maintain the status quo.
Can't see much of a difference there.
Welcome. I'm pleased you're safe. I take it you're Akane-san then. At last, we've searched for some time. I'm moved to confess. I'm curious why my superiors find you so valuable.
Hanawa-san, you have any tact? Could at least try putting him at ease. Let's sit, please.
What's wrong, Chitose-san?
Just now, I saw you trying to call someone.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. Something wrong, Chi-chan?
That's what I'd like to know. Quit playing games, Chitose-san. My phone. May I have it back? Chitose-san.
Hey, Chi-chan.
Listen carefully, Ichiban. He was never the person you thought he was. Akane-san and Lani aren't safe here.
Huh?
Forgive me, please. I'm sorry. He's been blackmailing me all along. I couldn't tell you.
I'm confused. Is this some kind of private joke I don't get? Chi-chan, how could A-chan be blackmailing you? With what?
Your guess is as good as mine. Chitose-san and I just met the other day.
Hey! What are you doing?
He can move his legs just fine. The wheelchair's a goddamn front. Ichiban, think about it. You used to care for someone in a wheelchair. Masato Arakawa, right? He reminds you of him, doesn't he? That was the plan from the beginning. Get in the chair, play on your sympathies.
Wait a second. You're saying A-chan... You're saying his legs work? He can walk?
No. I'd have known. I would have been able to tell. A-chan wasn't... He's not... A-chan?
Oh, look at you. Never been a bigger sucker. Lidocaine, it's called. It's a fast-acting, localized anesthetic. At the time, I said, how hard could it be to fake being crippled? Luckily, Ebina-san insisted you'd spot an act.
Ebina? As in, Ryu clan Ebina?
Yes, yes.
The fuck? Who are you?
Dwight. They know everything. Akane-san and Lani. What? They have to get out of here.
Oh, how disappointing. Chitose Fujinomiya. You never had the heart. Never could see it through. You know what's going to happen now. Your life's not worth shit.
A-chan. You bastard.
Ichiban, we don't have time. They're already here.
Who are you?
No! No! No!
Damn it!
We ho.
Damn it! You bastards!
We have to get her back. Damn it! I'm coming through! I'll bury you!
Ready to rumble. Okay, I'm up.
All right, take care. You're in it now.
On me!
Can't move!
I'll
get hurt on you!
Well, I'm waiting.
Now. Come get some! Brace yourself!
Looks like I'm up. Here I come.
Yippee-ki-yay! See you in hell!
Guess I'm a fast learner.
Who knew I had it in me?
Damn! Lonnie! Damn it! Lonnie! How is everyone?
She's unconscious, but she'll be okay.
It's, not good for them.
Huh?
Hanawa-san and Wong, they were both shot. They're dead.
Damn it all.
No.
Whoa! Hanawa-san!
I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
Kiryu-san, it's Kasuga.
What's happened?
Hanawa-san, he's been killed. Wong, too. And Lonnie, Polycana has her. She's gone. Forgive me. Everything. I screwed everything up.
So, Eiji tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
Then if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's Eiji, Bryce of Polycana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan.
All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanawa-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom. It can't get much worse.
But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward.
Chitose. I still don't have the full story.
You said Eiji was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone. That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
I'll demonstrate. What's up, people? Tatara channel coming at ya! Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? 'Cause here it is! The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii!
That voice.
Chi-chan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. You wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders. Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chi-chan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
That's true. Then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
If anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of him.
Like I'd tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole.
Hmm?
Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. Think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sunny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this Eiji guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all people's, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever's side he's on, Sawashiro's still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Kiryu-san.
Okay.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Jungi Han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever.
Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang, and I'm sure you remember Jungi Han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
Huh. On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second great dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
Well?
No. Thank you.
What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, you could disturb what little piece hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah. Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Ah.
Got it.
Crush those bones.
Good warm-up.
Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you'd just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same. Style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
All right. Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? They're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well.
Mm-hmm. Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plants? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging me. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. All right.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Things are going well.
Ooh, I make this look good, baby. Is my sexing too distracting? We're bringing it back. Now's the ooh, this drip. Hard to improve on perfection. Better than I pictured. Ooh, I make this look good, baby. Ooh, this drip. We're bringing it back. Now's the time. Is my sexy too distracting? Hard to improve on perfection. There's a pretty rad... pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, it turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
All right. This brings back memories.
That a UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh, I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
Things are going well. There's a sharp... your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Ooh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture. And the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? All right. Should I open it? Nice.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. Am I to take it you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Okay. Not a scratch.